Yesterday was another great game for Vegas as they defeated Toronto Maple Leafs 4-3 in Toronto. They pick up their eighth straight win, and let's get to the recap here. So, goaltenders for yesterday's game were Logan Thompson for the Vegas Golden Knights and Eric Kallgren for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And yeah, let's get to the goal scoring. So, first period, 45 seconds in, Nick Wall with his fourth goal of the season gave the Golden Knights an early 1-0 lead. But then about 5 minutes later, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's last name, so we're just going to call him Timothy. Timothy gets his first goal of the season to tie the game up for the Leafs. But then with like 2 minutes left to go in the first period, Jack Eichel with his sixth goal of the season gave the Golden Knights a 2-1 lead, and that's the way the first period ended. The Golden Knights had 8 shots on net in the first period. They were able to get 2 goals. And the Leafs had 7 shots on net in the first period. They were able to get 1 goal. All right. So then the second period starts. Mitch Marner with his third goal of the season tied it up for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then Timothy with his second goal of the game and his second of the season gave the Leafs the 3-2 lead. And that's the way the second period ended. So after trailing 2-1 after the first, the Leafs scored 2 goals in the second period to take a 3-2 lead. Vegas had 5 shots on net in the second period. They couldn't get anything going with those shots. And the Leafs had 15 shots on net in the second period. And they were able to score 2 goals from it. So that's the way the second period ended. And then third period comes Riley Smith with his 6th goal of the season, scores a shorthanded goal to tie it up for the Vegas Golden Knights at 3. And that was the only goal of the third period. So the third period ends with a 3-3 tie. The Golden Knights had 6 shots on net in the third. The Leafs had 9 shots on net in the third. And then this is when overtime starts. 23 seconds in, Riley Smith with his second of the game and his 7th goal of the season scored in overtime 23 seconds in to give the Golden Knights a 4-3 overtime win over the Leafs. And that was the only shot on net in overtime for either team. So, yeah, the Golden Knights defeat the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-3 in overtime thanks to Riley Smith's tying goal, shorthanded in the third period, and his overtime goal 23 seconds in. And, yeah, the Golden Knights have now won 8 straight, so that's a really good feeling to have as the Golden Knights defeat the Maple Leafs 4-3 in overtime. And, yeah, what a game, what a win. 8 straight win. Our record is now 12-2. We're first in the Pacific Division. And, yeah, go Knights go. Another great win.